friends and family, in this video I'm going to show you how to go from this hairstyle to that haircut, okay, in 30 minutes or less. So the first thing you want to do is section your hair off. You want to grab a hold of the top part where you want to leave that hair. You don't want to shave that hair, you want to just leave that. So you want to take your rat tail comb and section that part off roughly, and make sure you look at the mirror to make sure it is symmetrical. It's very important. Don't touch scissors or the clippers until you know that you've done your job and making sure that the lines are symmetrical when you face the client. So once you've done that, I can't with the faces. Once you've done that, tie up the hair that you're leaving, that you will not be shaving off, because you do not want an accident with that. So then it's very important that you verify with your client. Are you sure you want to cut this hair off? Make sure that they know there's no way to put that hair back once it's been cut off. So I'm reading her the act right now. Are you sure? Don't come crying to me that you don't want it, okay? After I've done it. So she keeps saying yes. Yes, okay, so now we're ready. So first thing you want to do is take a pair of scissors and cut the hair as low as you possibly can, not too low to the point where the clip it's making a dip in the hair, because the clippers will do the rest. But you don't want to cut it too low that the client is like, oh no, actually you wanted it longer than that. So she wanted to keep the hair, so I made sure that I cut it in sections and gave it to her to keep. Now I go grab the clippers and I just start shaving. I make sure I have a guard on for the length that she said she wants, so that I don't cut it way too low. It's better to cut it and you don't cut enough, and then change the guard and cut it a little bit more. But if you start all of a sudden and you shave it bald and the person wanted the hair not to be that short, then they'll have to wait another 2 weeks for the hair to grow back. But anyway, so I wanted to do it gradually and let her see it, so that she decides if that length is okay. So this is the first length. It was sort of okay. She liked it, but she wanted it a little bit lower. So I combed it out to make sure that it was even in the first place. And she liked it. And I had to, cut a little bit more, because one side was longer than the other. So we made sure that both sides are even. So the human head is not symmetrical, so you have to be careful. For her, one side, came out a little bit more than the other. Not because the hair was lopsided in the haircut, but the actual shape of the head was like that. So you have to be careful with that when you're cutting somebody's hair. You have to cater to the shape of the head as well, and the unbalanced or asymmetric, shape of the head from one side to the other. So each time you shave, you want to comb out and make sure you haven't left some strands that are like just lying flat. So I had to keep doing that, and then making sure that it's even after I comb it out. So that's what I did, and then I looked at the top of the hair that was left at the top, and I realized it was rough at the ends, as you can see, but you'll see eventually before I cut that. Now at the back here, it seemed like the bottom part, was a little bit longer than the top. So I had to, move the clippers a different direction in order to cut, the slightly longer strands, because the lower parts of the hair by the ears and then at the nape seemed longer than towards the top part of the hair. I don't know why. So we had to do that. And then I realized way at the nape, the hair there was still longer. So I had to use scissors to trim that, to make sure that it was even with the other hair that was cut. So just, wet a paper towel, try to wipe the rest of the hair. This is the part that I'm cutting. The clippers couldn't get that area. I don't know why. So here we go. And now we're ready to style the hair. I didn't show that on the video. Basically, washing and blow drying and flat ironing, and then slicking, with gel the sides. But as you can see, you can do so many hairstyles with this haircut. So I pulled the top and looked at the raggedy ends. I'm like, child, it's just got to go. It has just got to go. Okay. So it's not really that bad, but to me, you have so much hair, you don't want most of it anyway. Let's just, make it all look decent. So I just chopped that off. Yeah, you see the hair still still standing. I'm still standing. So it's all done, washed and blow dried, and here we go. This is the finished look. I don't know what grease she put on her face, but her face looks like she poured olive oil on it. But anyway, so this is her hairstyle, and she absolutely loved it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye!